Okay, hi folks, it's me again. A little bit more formulae. Woo! You're seeing why now that I didn't want to do it all in one lesson. But what we're going to do is carry on just substituting numbers into formulae, and then seeing if we can find out what the missing letter is. What you'll notice is, I always think, if you've got a formula with 4 letters, you need to put 3 in to find what the fourth one is. It's as simple as that. If you had a formula with 100 letters, you need to put 99 values in for the 99 letters in order to find out what the last one was equal to. So that's what we're going to do. I've got some negative numbers here as well mixed in just to try and make it a little bit more challenging, but very similar to last time. This carries on your original Formula 1 sheet. So Formulae 1. Anyway, A equals B, C, add D. So I think that's the same as the one we ended up with. But this time what we're going to do is work out what C is. So we've been told A is 5, B is -3, and D is 2. So the first thing you do is just, again, write those down. So A is 5, we'll swap the A for a 5. B is -3, okay, so -3. C, okay, it wouldn't really matter about the order there when we're putting it in. Plus D, and D is 2, so plus 2. So now we've got an equation, all right, we can work that out because if you think about it, something add 2 is 5. What we'll do, what's the opposite of add 2? If we take away 2 from both sides, put that in a circle so we can see what we're doing, that will leave me with 3. So 3 is equal to -3c, and so if we divide both sides by -3, we know what it's going to be if we just do divide by normal 3. So 3 divided by 3 is 1, so 3 divided by -3 is -1, and there you go, that's what you worked it out. So C is equal to -1, even though it reads -1 equals C, it means the same thing. Okay, this next one, P equals QRS. Remember, QRS means Q times R times S. We're going to find out what P is when Q, R, and S are these values. So again, all you'll do is just put in what you've got. So Q is 2, put it in. R is 3, put it in. S is 5, put it in. You'll be amazing the amount of people who say, oh, it's 235, and they forget to put the time signs in. No. So if we're going to do this, we'll do this bit first. 2 times 3 is 6, so 6 times 5. And so 6 times 5 is 30. It really is that easy. Okay, for that one, fairly straightforward. Let me not go with selfie stick here. The next one, same, P equals QRS. Find the value of S this time. So we're going to find the one on the right, or one of these. Again, remember, QRS is the same as QSR or SRQ. Order doesn't make a difference with timesing. So P is 100, so we'll write it down. Swap the P with 100. Q is 2 times R, which is 10, times S. Okay, so now we know what 2 times 10 is, don't we? Hopefully 20. I know we've been off school for a while, but 20S. So what's the opposite? 20S means 20 times S. What's the opposite of times by 20? Divide by 20. Don't be scared to write this down, but if you do write an operation down, just circle it so it doesn't get confused with the equation. So how many 20s go into 100? I wish I could show you £20 notes, but I haven't got that many. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 gives you 5. So 5 equals S, or S equals 5. And I hate saying that because it looks like S equals S, but that is the S and that is the 5. Yes, my handwriting isn't very good. Okay, we'll move on to the second sheet now. This time we've got V squared equals AB. All right, a square, but it's not the end of the world. It shouldn't make things too much more difficult. We're going to find the value of V when A is 2 and B is 8. So let's just write it down. V squared equals 2 times 8. Okay, well, I know what 2 times 8 is, and I know you do. It's 16, so V squared equals 16. So what number times by itself gives you 16? The answer is, of course, 4. Deliberate pause, because I hope you're all saying, and -4. And that catches a lot of people out. Okay, so -4 times -4 is 16. 4 times 4 is 16. The next one here, find the value of A. Same formula, V squared equals AB, but just rearranged when V is -15. So watch carefully now, because there's going to be, I wonder if you spot it, -15 squared equals A times B is 9. Okay, what's wrong with that? Now, that's a pretty tricky question, but if you think back, I know it's a while since you've been at school, but -15 is a negative number. We're squaring it, So what we need to do is put brackets around it. And so minus 15 times minus 15, we'll put brackets around it. Obviously we need to know what 15/15s are to do that, but 15/15's 225. Minus 15 times minus 15 is also 225. So we write that down. Interesting here, a times 9. I would like it if you could write 9a. I really would. Okay, it's nice maths just to put that down. The examiners also think so. And now what you need to do is think, well, okay, what's the opposite of times by 9? Divide by 9. So what we'll do, we'll unravel this thing. How many 9s go into 225? I wouldn't blame it if you didn't know. But if you didn't know, what I would want you to do is do a bit of bus stop. 9 into 2, don't go. 9 into 22 goes 1, 2, that's 18, with 4 left over. 9 into 45 goes 5. It is okay to do that. And so, good practice. If you're not sure, just write the division out. And then the last one looks like a beast, but it's actually not that bad. C equals a squared add b squared all over d. Okay, complicated, but not that bad. So we're going to find out what C is. When a is minus 2, so minus 2, this time I won't try and trick you, I'll put it in brackets already, plus b squared, so plus 3 squared. Notice I don't need the brackets for the positive number, because I can't really mistake it. The whole point is, you put the brackets around, as I said before to you, so you don't just do 2 squared and then put the minus in. So you make sure you get it the right way around. Anyway, we're going to divide this all by 7. And so in this case now, what have we got? So C is minus 2 squared. Well, what is minus 2 squared? That gives us 4 plus 3 squared. And 3 squared is 9. And then what we're going to do is divide all of that by 7. So in this case, 4 add 9 is 13. And we're going to divide it by 7. Are we? Well, no, we're not, because 13 divided by 7, I don't know what it is. So the whole point is, I just leave the answer as 13 over 7. That's okay, all right, to do that. All right, you've got very similar questions on the your turn sheets, which are in your folders. And then, well, we're coming towards it. You probably will have got an idea. When you see this, you'll also have an invite in your inbox for some Teams, because what I'm going to do is next week we're going to do a Teams meeting. Oh, okay, I'm a bit nervous myself about it, but we're going to start going over very much like the video here, but I'll be doing it live with you. Okay, look after yourself, stay safe, see you soon.